Rob Keys preparing to join us here, and he'll get his headset on and get that adjusted. We'll bring him in. And, Coach, really, at times an exciting game for you guys, at times a frustrating game. You got down early, you battled back, showed a really valiant effort in battling back, and you got yourself within 5 a couple times, just couldn't get over the hump.
No, we did not execute our game plan at all. We wanted to establish the run and be balanced. And when they took us out of the game early, they did a very good job stopping the run. And then we lost the momentum quick, and they scored some points, and we were behind, I don't know, what, 28-3,
28-3, yep.
28-3, and when you get to 28-3, you're going to have to go into catch-up mode. And I thought our kids did a really good job. The first half, the end of it hurt us because we had a chance to score some touchdowns, and rather than touchdowns, we kicked field goals. But, all along we wanted to get the ball at some point in time in the game down less than a score and an opportunity to take the lead, and we did. We had that opportunity, and we did not take advantage of it.
Well, and certainly you have to talk about 5 interceptions. Really 4. That last one is kind of inconsequential in the routine. And there were some mistakes, and you got to give a little bit of credit to ODU. A couple of those, they just read the play exceptionally well, and we're just in the right place. But 4 interceptions, that's not always going to – that's very rarely is that going to lead to a victory.
No, you're not going to win. We talk about it all the time. You look at it, when we lose a turnover battle, which we did tonight, we're less than 200% winning percentage. You cannot turn the ball over more than your opponent and expect to get a win, especially against a quality football team. And the interceptions were at very, very inopportune times.
Yeah, and still trying to find an opportune time for one of those.
No, I mean,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
You had the ball several times, and really, and where the ball was picked off, too. I mean, they were picked off in our own end. Yeah,
absolutely. Now, the other side of that coin is, and certainly Reese is going to be his biggest critic on that when it comes to those things, but there were some mistakes early on the other side of the ball as well. Defense, kind of a revisiting of what you talked about a little bit. You were a little frustrated that some guys got loose late, and they had that in the first half. That's part of that 28-3 lead you talked about. Had some coverage problems early on.
Yeah, we did. I mean, you can't give up the deep ball, and it happened. It happened a couple times, and actually a couple times they were behind us, and we were fortunate enough that they dropped the ball. So we got to continue to improve in the corner aspect of the coverage, and understand it. Those plays have to be 90% efficient to your side. Now, you're going to give up a ball now and then, but I was disappointed because they got behind us as opposed to making a play over top of us.
Now, with that said, you guys responded back, and I thought showed a lot of resiliency. There might have been teams in the past that would have folded 10, but you guys didn't, and I think your team deserves a lot of credit for that. They battled back, gave themselves some opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that towards the end of the game, the defense needed a big stop. They came up with a 3-and-out. We forced the punt. We had the ball, I don't know, with 3 minutes to go, roughly 3 minutes, and 2 timeouts on the clock, and we throw an interception on the first play, I believe, first or second. So, I mean, the defense did respond. They did put the offense in position to make a play, but we didn't win anywhere. We lost coaching, we lost offense, defense, special teams, all the way across the board. We were outplayed because the score was 49-37.
Well, Coach, you got to kind of put this one behind you. You'll assess it. You'll talk about it. You'll identify the mistakes and the problems, but not a whole lot of time to do that because you got to get ready for the Ashland Eagles next week.
Yeah, I told the team, I said, there should be no one feeling very good in this locker room tonight, and I don't think anyone is. And if you start enjoying or it's okay to lose, then you're in the wrong spot and you're in the wrong program. But I told him, I said, it's only going to get harder. We played a very, very good Ohio Dominican team tonight, and a lot of credit goes to their coaching staff and their players. They did one heck of a job coming here and win on the road after a loss that they had up at Fair State. So I give them a lot of credit, but I told him it's only going to get harder. Now you got to turn around and you got to play a top quality national opponent at their place at 7 o'clock, and we have not won over there. I can't tell you how long was the last time we won over there.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you coming up and spending some time with us, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, that's Rob Keys. As always, appreciate him coming up and sharing his thoughts and comments with us. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll come back and wrap.